the balanced chemical reaction of the combustion of butane to produce CO2 and H2O. This question is about conservation of mass and energy sort of deal. If 231.8 grams of CO2 were produced, how many grams of butane must have been consumed? I refer to this as a grams to grams type problem, and Chem 130 is one of the harder type of problems to take on. We solve this in a scaffold that takes 3 steps. I'm going to try to explain what numbers go in here and how to describe each of these steps here. Now, when starting any scaffold, we look at the numbers and units that are given to us in the problem. We're only given one number and one unit, so that's an easy start. That's the freebie. We'll cross that number off our shopping list so it doesn't distract us anymore. In these 3 steps, we are going to use the periodic table, the balanced chemical reaction, and then back to the periodic table. From the periodic table, we can add up the formula weight of CO2. That is the only formula that's not crossed out. And when we add all that stuff off the periodic table, 16 plus 16 plus 12 grams per mole, that is 44 grams per mole. Does a unit cancel out? Wait a minute. No. So let me flip this entire thing to make the unit G cancel out. Grams. Aha. This was not given to us in the problem. We had to calculate it off the periodic table. In the second step, we use the balanced chemical reaction to make a word cancel out. The only word that I see in my scaffold that also exists up here is CO2. So that goes in the bottom to make the word CO2 cancel out. What must go on top? Something from the balanced chemical reaction. What we're looking for, the other reasonable choice, is 2C4H10, the ratio from the balanced chemical reaction. So in our scaffold, we place the 2 bricks necessary, again, making sure that a word cancels every step of the way. In our third and final step, we again use the periodic table and again look to what formula is still written in here that's not crossed out. C4H10 is still in here. We can add that up off the periodic table. 48 plus 10, 58 grams per mole. Again, from the 3-point line, the unit cancels out. Key things to be confident with, knowing that this scaffold will accurately calculate the answer. The first thing is that I have used everything that the problem is given to me. That's true most of the time. What's very true every time is that the only words that aren't crossed out are the words I am seeking, grams of butane. Thank you.